Hey, what's up my peoples? Go here, the freaking geek himself, and it's time to just transform Ocular Max Ignis. So without further ado, let's just transform it. So the first thing we're going to do is raise this section up. It's on a double hinge, so just kind of hold this section down and then just kind of pop this up. That will allow you to collapse the ladder in. You want to take this bit and just flip that all the way down. So to get him into repair bay mode, we're going to just take this whole front cab section here and just split this down the middle. Just bring that out and just fold these all the way down. So to get him into repair bay mode, we're going to split this whole front cab section here. I'm going to take this and just bring these all the way down and then just rotate them. So they are facing that way. Now you're going to take the side panel here, just pop this up. You do want to angle this little bit here back, and that will allow you to just kind of swing this around. Bring this up. This is on a double hinge, so make sure you fold it down at this hinge here, so it sits flush, and just straighten it out. That'll sit there like that. You're going to do the same thing on the other side, so just pop this up, and again, just swing this a little bit. Just angle it, so you'll swing that around, and make sure you collapse that hinge, fold that up. You then want to untab this ladder section and just bring this up and over so it's sitting like that. If you want to, you can slide this forward. The instructions are not super clear about what to do with this section, so seems like a case of do what you want, but you want that sitting around about like that. Once you've done that, you now want to split this section here. You want to rotate this section, the hip section, forward as you're rotating this section out, and then you just bring that out. Same thing here, just swing that forward as you are swinging this out, and open that up like so. And then you want to take this chest panel here, bring it down, and you have these little side panels here you just want to slide out. Slide them out like so. And the last thing to do is bring these bits in. They will plug into ports on either side, right there, and right there, and there you go. There you have Ignis in repair bay mode. And now to get him into robot mode, just take these, just pop them off, put those off to the side. And now we'll start working on the legs. What you want to do is you want to bring this entire assembly back and then bring it down. You want to rotate this section so it's facing forward. And now you want to take this section and rotate this forward. There's a little locking tab here. You want to push on this end. Just pop that up. That will allow you to swing all of this down, and then you just push on the top to lock that back into place. Once that's done, you open up this panel here, flip this in. You want to flip down his toe. And there's a little bit right here that has to be flipped up also. Pretty much what you have to do is just kind of bring the toe up on that hinge and then bring it back down. Just kind of bring it down with it. You close that up and bring that up. And there you have a leg all done. And now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So bring this entire leg back. Bring it down. Rotate this section forward. Rotate this section forward. Undo that lock. Bring this down. Re-secure that lock. Open this up, fold this in, bring out his toes, like so. And again, just bring up the toe on this hinge here, and that'll just bring that little square piece down with it. Bring that down and bring that up, and there you have his legs all done. Now for this ladder section, you just want to compress this whole thing, bring it all the way back, make sure it doesn't fall flat on its face in the process. You want to take this bit here and bring it all the way down. You want to compress this section here, just slide that all the way in. And now you want to take this, you want to just bring this up, and you want to take this section and bring it back. It's on a hinge here, so you want to fold it so you can feed this through, so it comes out the other end. Then you got to take this section and rotate it all the way around and bring it down. This will come up, this will fold over this section right here, like that. And there you have what's going to be his backpack. And just bring that down, leave that out of the way for now. So now we're going to work on his arms. So bring your arm all the way out and just rotate it. We're going to open up this top panel here, get that out of the way. We're going to take this section here, untab it. You also want to kind of pull it down because we have this section that needs to come with it. So just kind of pull it down. That section will come with it. Just swing it back. You want to take this panel and raise it up. What you want to do here is you want to unfold the arm. You want to take this piece here, bring that down, rotate it, and then bring it up and over. Then you're going to rotate the arm. You're going to take the forearm here and just slide it back, like so. So all that is sitting flush. Then you're just going to open up this section here, flip up the hand, and close that back up, and just rotate the fist so everything is oriented properly. And now what you're going to do is you're going to take this section, fold that in, bring all of this in. There's this little bit right here you just want to rotate back. Then you just close all that up, bring the arm down, and you got that arm all done. And second verse is just like the first, so just bring that arm out, rotate it, open this panel, undo this, bring all of this out, flip this up, unfold the arm, take this panel, bring it down, rotate it up and over, rotate arm at the bicep, slide that forearm back, open this up, so you can flip out the hand, close that up, rotate the hand, and then fold that in, close that up, flip this little piece up, close all that, bring it down, and there you have his arms all done. So what you want to do here is you want to rotate this assembly up. You just want to bring this down just to get it out of the way. So what you want to do is you want to rotate the combined mode head so it's facing the back. Then you want to open up the head. Just open up the face. There we go. Again, keep them standing while you're doing it. Then you want to take Hotspot's head and bring it down. Then you want to close that up, and then you want to rotate all this back around. Bring this section back up and over, and then just rotate all of this back down where it was. So at this point we can get the backpack situated. So you want to bring this up, and what's going to happen is we have tabs right here. They're going to end up in this slot right here. So you don't want to connect the backpack just yet. You want to make sure those tabs are in place. One thing to note also, in this configuration, you want this hinge engaged, not the top one. You want the innermost hinge engaged. So you want that pivot going on there. So bring that up, and then get those tabs in place on either side. Like that, and like that. And once you do that, then you bring this up, and all of that will just snap right into place right there, and there you have your backpack. Now we're at the home stretch here. You want to take the chest piece and just rotate it down. You want to pop forward these chest pieces here, and there's this little opening right here. You want to push on that, and I'll just pop that forward and pop that forward. You can bring that up and snap that into place. You want to take his little horns here and just bring those out. And there you go. There you have Ignis in his robot mode. And now to get him into combined mode, we're just going to compress his horns back in. We're going to undo the chest. We're going to push his pecs back in, like so. And then just kind of bring this around. Just kind of leave that hanging out like that for now. So now we're going to work on the arms. So you want to open this panel up. You want to bring all of this back and out of your way. You want to take this little bicep section here, and you want to untab it and swing it around and plug it in right there. You want to take the hand, rotate it so the palm is facing back, open that up, flip the hand in, and close that up. What you want to do now is you want to take this entire lower arm and slide it inward, slide all the way in so all this is lined up, and then take the forearm and rotate that, make sure all that stays lined up like so. Once you've done that, you want to take the combiner port and just rotate that up. You want to bring this section down and then rotate this section in. Then you're going to bring all this in It'll just peg in right there like so, and this panel right here will just hang out like that for now. And second verse is just like the first, so rotate the hand, open it up, flip it in, close that up, open all this up, bring all this back, take this little bicep section here, untab it, swing it around to the other side, tab that in, take the lower arm, slide that all the way in, rotate that forearm in, flip up your combiner port, bring this down, rotate it in, and swing all this in, plug that into place, leave that panel out, and you have that all squared away. And now we're going to come back here, and we're going to undo the backpack, so just try to get these little side pieces untabbed, grab all that, and just bring that down, and just get that out of your way for now. You then want to swing this entire assembly up, take this piece, and just bring that down, keep it out of our way. We're then going to rotate all this around, open up his face so we can take Hotspot's head, and just flip it back up into this head, close that back up, and then rotate that back around. And then you want to take this entire upper body assembly here and just extend it up like so. And at this point we're going to get the arm situated. So you want to take this bit right here, you just want to angle it in like that, and then take the arm and it will swing right into this hook right here. And once you have it there, you're going to take this and flip it the rest of the way down, and that will lock that in place like that. Then we're going to do the same thing on the other side, so just swing that in. First, again, make sure that this is angled back like that. So swing that in. If you have that in place, you should be able to just take that and flip it up. That locks that in place. Then you want to take this section here and just bring that up. This chest piece will come down. You have 2 tabs for 2 slots right here. Just bring that down and get it lined up. You can kind of put your thumb back here just to help you tab that in. You can just open that chest piece up. And now for the back, just make sure that these are sitting up. You want to bring all this up. Now what the instructions want you to do is I want you to take these little tabs here and flip them up, and they end up going into these slots right here. I honestly don't bother with these. I leave them flipped down. And just get that backpack plugged into place. This panel right here, you want to bring that down. Just kind of tuck it in. Leave that up like so. And the reason I don't mess with these tabs here is because the light is going to go into a port right here, and this connection is dead solid. So you plug that in like so. Plug that in like so. That is solid. That's not going anywhere. So there you have your back all done. So now we're going to work on the leg. So bring the leg all the way back, then bring it forward, and bring the leg down at this hinge there, and rotate that forward. Then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Bring the leg all the way back, bring it forward, bring it down at this hinge here, and then rotate that leg out. And now what we're going to do here is undo a lot of clips. So you have these little clips right here on the sides, on the bottoms. Flip that up, and one here. Flip that up. And we have these clips here as well. These clips are not my favorite things to mess with. Undo those, like so. You want to open up this panel here, flip this panel up. You also want to just get this panel up and out of your way. And now you want to take this entire section here and just flip all of this out so it ends up right there like so. You can take these clips now and just pop those back in. And now you want to take this section of the leg and collapse it in. And I don't know if you can see it, but there is a tab right here. It goes into a notch right here, this notch right there. So you want to make sure you push that in place to where it actually snaps in place like that. Once you've done that, you can take these and close these back up. And close these back up. Again, these things are not my favorites. It's not my favorite kind of locking mechanism, but there we go. Pop that in. This panel will come down and just sit over a tab. Lock that into place. Then you can close that up. You can now bring this panel down and we can work on all this. So you want to extend all this like so. And there is a little panel right here you want to undo. And just bring that up. And you want to open these sections up. They will kind of swoop into place. So make sure they do so. So you want to take all of this and you want to rotate it up like that. So all this becomes visible. And then you want to take what will be his foot and rotate this around. You want to take this section now and rotate this 180. Little panels here. You want to flip out, and there are little locking points here. There's these little tabs right here that will flip up right here and go into a groove, and that will lock that in place. And just do the same thing on the other side. Just flip that out and just flip up that little locking tab like so. And you also have little locking points right here on either side. Flip those up. These are very stiff. But bring those up to lock that in place. And you can just take this, just flip that under. That'll just sit there. Then you just bring the two halves together and they will tab. And last thing to do is just bring this down, straighten that out. And there you have the combined foot all done. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So undo these clips, do these clips, do these clips, do these clips, like so. And open this up, flip this in, make sure that this panel is up, and then just grab all this and just extend all of this out, close these back up, and again compress the thigh in, make sure that this actually locks in like so. Close that up, and then just get these little securing posts back into place. Again, I'm not a fan of these because sometimes they will fight you. By sometimes I mean always. Well, get them clipped in. I'm not going to waste too much time fighting with these. Get that clipped in. There we go. That one went in just fine. Take this panel, flip that in, get that onto that tab, like so. And now close this up, unfold all of this. And again, you have this little panel here. Bring that down, open these up, make sure they swoop into place. And then just rotate all of this up, like so. That will allow you to rotate the foot, rotate this section around. Take this, tuck this under, like so. Again, you have these little locking tabs on either side. Bring those up, like that. Flip out these panels, flip out the little locking tab. Open up the panel, flip up this little locking tab, and get that out of the way. Bring this back, tab them together, make sure that's swooped. Clip that together, bring this down, and just compress that, like so. And there you have both legs all done. And now I want to take these crotch panels here, bring them up, and we're going to swing them to the back. And you want to undo this section here. The best way I found to do it is just kind of pull this back, and it'll just kind of get it started for you, or just pop it off for you entirely. So bring that down, so you can bring this down, rotate this entire assembly around. Rotate all this around, like so. Then you can bring it down and collapse it up. So it's sitting like that. You have this panel right here that you're going to flip out. And then you have panels right here on the sides that are going to flip out. And just fill that in. And then you're going to take this and it's just going to plug right up in here like so. So basically it just becomes a crotch extension. So you can see how that ends up. And the last thing you're doing is just taking these panels and flipping them up to make the full combined mode crotch. Oh, and one more thing, just take these panels and just flip those in on either side. And there you go. There you have Ignis in his combined mode. He doesn't stand on his own. That's the best I can do. There he is in combined mode. And now to get him back into his alt mode, take these and flip them back down. We want to just undo this crotch panel here. Just get that down and out of the way so we can take these panels, flip them in, these little panels here, flip those in. Then you want to take these and bring them back out. You want to untab these, bring them down, bring all this up, and then rotate this entire assembly around like so. And then just rotate that up. This little panel here. Flip that back in, and then bring all of this up. And it'll just clip in right there. Swing these sections back to the front here. Get them in place and drop them down. So now for the feet, just going to bring this up and just extend this section out. Untab these sections here, flip down the little retaining tab so you can close this up. Again, just flip down that little tab there so you can close that up. You want to undo these clips here, which are super tight. Ugh. Get them out. Get them out. There we go. Get it super tight. Bring those all the way down. And then you want to rotate this section. Rotate, bring this down first. Rotate this around like so. And then rotate all of this in so it is sitting like that. And then you want to just bring this up. Then you want to close these sections up. And all of that will just compress like that. Make sure that is sitting like so. And then all that will just collapse up and sit in there like that. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So just bring the toes up, just extend that out. Unclip the sides here. Bring down the rotating tabs. Flip that in. Flip in the rotating tab. Flip that in. Undo this little bit here. Get that out of the way. Rotate this around. Rotate, before that. Again, undo these super tight clips. There we go. Bring those down. There we go. Bring those down. And then rotate that whole foot around. Collapse all of this up like so. Then you can bring this back down. And just have this down, collapse these up. Just get that all folded up into a nice neat little package, like so. And then just collapse all of this in. So you just want to bring this panel up, get that out of your way. Open this up as well. We need to undo all these little clips. So undo that on this side, undo this on this side, undo these clips here. I don't like these clips. I really don't like these clips. There we go. Do that one. Undo this one. There we go. Undo this panel here. And then re-extend the leg. This is super secure. The best way I found to do it is actually kind of rotate the leg sideways. And that just gives you a little extra leverage there to kind of pop that out. You can rotate that back around. And once you get that in place, you can make sure it's lined up, and then you can pop these back in place. And that's what will hold that in place. And get that in. There we go. And then once you've done that, we can take this entire assembly and flip it back up into the leg, like so. We can then open up this panel and close that back up. We can close these little clips back up as well on either side. Now for the foot, you want to take this bit right here and just rotate it back, like so. Just rotate it back, and then you want to bring the entire foot up on this hinge right here, the one that's in the black. And this hinge is also quite snug, but just try to get this situated like that, and then you can just bring the foot up, open up this panel, and close that. And of course, second verse is just like the first, so bring that up, start doing clips, and undo clips. Ow, that one hurt me. I don't like these clips. So undo those clips, open this up, open that panel up, and undo this locking point right here. And again, you want to undo the leg. Easiest way is just bring it sideways. It just gives that a little bit of extra leverage. So you can pop this out. This side's a little stiffer. I don't like this connection point either. Come on. There we go. Get that undone, like so. And again, just get those ports right there lined up and get those clips back in. There we go. On one side and on the other side. There we go. And we can do these clips. So actually, we're not doing those clips yet. We're going to take this entire assembly and rotate this back in. And now we can do those clips. Other side. Clip that in, close that up, and clip that in. There we go. And again, take this little section of the foot here and just rotate that back, and then just collapse the whole foot up. So that's at a 90-degree angle. Bring that up, open up the panel, close that up. So now we're going to work on the upper body here. So undo these panels, just pop these up, and free all of that up. We can free up the backpack as well. Just bring that down, get that out of our way. Bring that forward, undo that chest piece. We can bring that up and just cover up the face now. And now we need to start undoing some locking points. So this right here, you're just going to just rotate that down. That will allow you to undo the arm and bring that out. Same thing here. Just take the little lock and just angle it down so you can undo that, bring that out, and that'll pretty much just allow this whole chest section to just compress down. Make sure it compresses all the way down. And then we can just take all this and rotate it back down into a tome. You can now take these little side pieces here and just slide those in. Bring that down, just bring that all the way up. So now for the arms, we're going to undo this section here, bring this back, rotate this out, bring this panel down, rotate this combiner peg back down. You want to take the lower arm, slide it up like so. You want to take the forearm, rotate it, and slide this forward like that. And then you want to rotate the arm all the way around and just bring all of this up. And then you got to swing all this in and make sure that everything ends up sitting flush here. Also make sure that this little tab slot connection right here happens. There we go. So make sure everything's lined up. That'll pop in. And that should just tab in right in there. There you go. And then bring this little bit down and close that back up. Rotate it. Now you have that side all done. Now you gotta do the same thing on the other side. So undo all that, bring that out, rotate, bring that down, drop the combiner ports back down, hit the lower section of the arm, and swing that out, rotate the forearm, and then slide it forward. Then rotate this 180, bring that up, like so, and bring that in, Get that all pegged in, bring this around, make sure this little bit here is folded back down. Close that back up, and you got that side all done. Then it's just a matter of taking the two halves and bringing them together and tabbing them in so you have the front of the cab. And now to get the legs situated, we're going to undo this lock here, rotate this down, and then lock that back into place. Rotate that section up, and then bring this section back as you're rotating this section down. And we'll sit right there like that. And do the same thing on the other side. Again, undo that lock, rotate this down, and then push on the top to lock it back in, like so. And then bend that. And again, bring this section up as you're rotating this section down. And then you can take the two halves and join them together. Take this panel here, unfold it, swing it around, make sure that this bit is straight, and just drop that down. And that will all line up and just lock itself in like so. Second versus like the first, open that up, just swing that around. Again, make sure that stays straight. Put that in and close that up. And then you're going to take this assembly here, you're going to bring it up and rotate it. Fold this in so you can just feed that through, and then you can flatten that back out. You can extend all of this, then all of this will just drop right down. It'll tab in right here and right here, just drop into place. And the last thing you're going to do is just flip this up and extend that ladder. Take all this and just drop it down. And there you go. There you have Ignis back in alt mode.